This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Taurus. And we're going to just start off by asking what's going on with this person. And that's whoever you are thinking about as you watch this reading. What's going on with Taurus's person? Going on right now with Taurus's person that Taurus may or may not know about. What is under the surface with Taurus's person? Okay, what's going on with Taurus's person? I'm gonna get a few more cards so I can see like what's going on here. This is kind of interesting. Gemini got a lot of the same cards, so I don't know if you're dealing with a Gemini, but it might be worth watching that reading if you are. Going on with Taurus's person. Okay, I want to know first before we dive into this, why is the Seven of Swords here? This is like my least favorite guy to see in the deck. Not always like terrible energy, but okay. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, this is your person is like I feel like they're kind of turning things around. They're turning things around, and Wheel of Fortune doesn't always mean that, but I feel like in this case, this is like a person who is, you know, turning things around. They're turning things around and they're finding their joy. See, I think a lot of times this Seven of Swords can be someone who's not a good communicator, somebody who doesn't know how to deal with conflict, right? They don't know how to like have a civil discussion like about things, so they just avoid it and they run away. But you have that clarified by the Eight of Wands, right? And this is actually like swift communication. So I feel like this wheel is here to say like this is something that your person is overcoming. Like maybe in the past they have not been good at communication, have run away from conflict, but this is like the opposite, right? And you have the World card clarifying that, so this is sort of like a closeout of a chapter and an opening of a new chapter, but this is usually like a beautiful new chapter. You know, almost kind of like a rebirth in a way. So I feel like this person has struggled in the past with conflict, but this is something that's moving and changing, right? And I think this, the fact that they're learning how to make this change is something that is bringing them some joy. Like usually when people are like this, right? This is like a person who doesn't tell the truth, but is not always because they want to manipulate people. Sometimes just because they're so afraid of like reactions and conflict that they just like sneak away from problems instead of dealing with them, like brushing things under the carpet and not really dealing with them, right? But it's nice that there's moving energy on top of this, and the Wheel of Fortune, because this to me means that this is shifting and changing for this person. So this is good. This may be a person who is learning how to deal with conflict, right? And let's see, why is the Five of Swords here? Why are you here? You know, it's possible that that this has in the past also been a person who is like afraid to admit when they're wrong. But it's like they're sitting they're reflecting on this, right? It's like a person who is reflecting on like how these styles of conflict have like not worked out for them. It's possible that they have dealt with this type of energy in the past. And maybe that caused them to be like a shutdown, not good communicator type of person, someone who avoids conflict. It's possible that they may have dealt with people in their upbringing, or I'm not sure, like in previous relationships where like this is like a person who just wants to win and doesn't care like how other people feel. So I feel like this is your person over here though on the receiving end of it somehow. So I feel like they're taking a hard look at this. Like this is someone who is like looking at a vision of how they want their life to be, and they're not really taking action yet, but this is looking out over the horizon, like and sort of planning and getting the vision together. I think that your person sees that. I think that they can clearly see that this hasn't worked. Hierophant is, you know, sometimes about religion. Sometimes it could be that your person is sort of getting into like higher learning. I don't know if your person has like found religion, or if they are like getting more religious, or if they are just getting into higher learning. And that's sort of helping them make this big shift. Because this is definitely something that's on the move. This is shifting. This is changing. This is definitely changing. This energy is changing for sure. And you know, this higher learning is bringing your person into a place where they are... Queen of Cups is like the opposite of this. This is someone who is expressive, emotional, loving, nurturing. She's not like as nurturing as the Queen of Pentacles, but this is very much a loving, a deeply loving energy. So it's maybe that your person is sort of learning how to not shut down, and how to love more, and you know, have more love, like the capacity to love. This Queen of Cups has a giant capacity to love. She's holding a gigantic cup of love, and she's in a lot of decks, she's just immersed in water. So she is like all water. She's all emotion. So this person may just be like cracking open with this wheel happening. But I don't think this is a negative experience for them. I think this is something that they have needed to see shift in their life. Okay, Taurus, so let's see. What's coming up around the bend in the mutual energy? What is coming up around the bend in the mutual energy between Taurus and their person? What's coming up around the bend for Taurus and their person in the mutual energy? And when I say around the bend, I'm asking for up to the next few months, but it could be in a week, it could be in a month, it could be 2 months. I don't know your specific timeline, but I'm framing it up to the next few months. What's going to happen in this mutual connection between Taurus and whoever they're thinking about as they watch this reading? Okay. What's coming around the bend in the mutual energy? Oh. Okay, let's see. Actually are getting a lot of the same cards as Gemini, so I don't know what's relevant about that. I'm gonna go again. Those cards are not, they're not here as a part of this. Too many cards. I feel like Taurus, whatever okay, whatever work your person is doing on themselves, I feel like it's really paying off, and it's really beneficial to this connection. This is a sweet new love offer coming in. This is really beautiful. This energy can show up as a little bit immature sometimes, but it's not, there's like nothing else indicated here about about this being like not a good energy. Sometimes pages can be underdeveloped. So, you know, as your person's learning this art of like how to step to the line and face things head on, like they might still be in the learning process, but they definitely have a big old cup of love in their hand. This is like a sweet new love offer. And this guy's like looking at that fish in the cup like, oh, that's a really cool fish. Like, look at that. You know, a little cup of love with a fish in it. So this can be really sweet sometimes, this page. And there is new perspective happening. There's a new perspective happening that has come through introspection. I mean, this is in the mutual energy, remember, right? So you both may be gaining a new perspective on things here. It's, you know, if your person has been frustrating in the past, maybe this work that they're doing is kind of giving you a new perspective, but they're getting a new perspective on things, like how to navigate, right? So this Hanged Man is to me like never a negative thing. So in the upcoming energy, the King of Pentacles quite simply is a long-term security, commitment. This is a solid, stable, committed connection. This is always nice when this comes out in a love reading, because to me, this in a love reading, this always signifies like the possibility of a really stable, sweet, secure connection, abundant, full of everything that's needed from all aspects, right? And in the mutual energy, again, you've got like abundance. You've got like, there's a little luxury happening here with Pentacles. So this could be a prosperous connection between the two of you. And you've got the Queen of Cups again. And this is just, again, a lot of love. There's a lot of flow, a lot of love. And you've got the Star card here. These cards in imagery are very similar. If you look at them, there is a lot of water going on, and water is flow. Water is love. Water is emotion. Yeah. So, this is like a, you know, sometimes Queen of Cups can be overly emotional, but I'd say with this, Nine of Pentacles here and this King of Pentacles, this is definitely balancing this out. This is just a very sweet flow of love here. And this is a rebirth, a wish. This is a wish come true, Star card. A lot of times, you know, so this connection, like as it plays out, Taurus, it may just be like a very sweet, something that you've both been dreaming about achieving, you know. So, you know, this is a lovely energy. There is nothing negative happening here in the near future with this connection, except maybe like a little lack of maturity, which would be expected with someone who's like learning better ways of communicating and things like that. So, you know, I love this. I love this for you, Taurus. This is beautiful energy. So we'll have to watch kind of how this plays out in the future. And listen, this reading will not resonate with every Taurus out there. This is a general reading, but I'm guessing this message is something that someone needed to hear today. So if this did not resonate, you can feel free to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs, and you might find more information over there. And if it did resonate, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It helps me grow the channel. But ultimately, I'm just, you know, so thankful that you came out to watch this reading today. And I so appreciate you supporting my channel and showing up and watching these readings. It's great. All right. Thank you so much, Taurus. Take care.